Tapos, nakikigulo lang ako diyan, nakikimekos-mekos lang ako sa community, mga events ni YGG, ayan, sumasali lang sa mga events. And then, naging part ako ng moderators ng YGG
River
Pilipinas.
beyond, stay away, stay ahead, stay on. News flows, AI scanning, markets breathe, blockchains running, 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 running.
This is Bavarian Studios. My name is Urian Buenconsejo, or Yuri B, or Urian B, your Web3 wanderer, blockchain explorer, and of course, AI enthusiast. And today I am so fortunate to be talking to one of the people actually involved in the event, the YGG Play Summit that just happened in Manila. So I have Supremo here, who's going to talk us through what happened on the ground, how the event went, and everything in between. But before I introduce him, quick disclaimer: this is not financial advice. This is just a purely educational conversation. We just want to understand what went down during the event, learn a little bit more about YGG, Metaversity, and everything in between. So this is not financial advice, just merely an educational conversation. Anyway, Supremo from YGG, thank you so much for making time for our interview.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me din po, Sir Uri, 'no. Thank you so much po.
Yeah, definitely. Also, a quick added note: we met in Davao when Metaversity had an event in Davao, and I was also able to briefly interview him. But of course, when you do events on the spot, or when you do interviews on the spot during events, it's hard to get like a really good conversation just because things happen so fast. So now we're gonna sit down and we're gonna really talk, get into things, and we can have this really organic conversation. So we like to start our interviews with a little bit of nostalgia, and maybe get a little bit personal so that we get to know our guests even more. Our first question is what were some of your favorite games growing up and what interested you about the blockchain? So maybe you could talk about your childhood, some games you played, all the way to, oh, you discovered the blockchain.
Yeah. So, first of all, nung way back, bata-bata pa lang. So, hindi talaga ako mahilig sa mga games at the time. Pati nga sa music din ako mahilig. Pero, I started playing games nung nabigyan ako ng Game Boy Advance, which is, ay yung mga typical na nilalaro natin doon, di ba, mga Pokemon. So, yun sila Fire Red, sila Leaf Green. So, yun, doon ako nag-start, no? Sa Pokemon po talaga ako nag-start, which is, as of now, no, sa mga games natin, especially on the side ng Web3 side natin, sa blockchain natin, nandyan nabuo sila Axie Infinity, sila Pixels, which is these games are something related into Pokemon. So doon talaga ako na-hook, and then of course syempre doon sa way ng sa blockchain natin, no, which is yung mga players natin will have the opportunity to own yung mga assets nila on the side ng games. So kasi from the web 2, 'di ba, nag-uuno yung mga owner ng games, yung mga developers, no. But for the on the side ng web 3 is nagkakaroon na sila ng ownership, and of course opportunities na hindi lang yung idea na hindi lang siya puro laro, no, but you can also have the chance to earn, to contribute, and be part of different kinds of thriving community on the space.
Before we talk more about the blockchain side, we want to get to know you a little bit more. So, what were you doing before you discovered the blockchain or Web3?
Actually, I was a full-time employee in a non-voice BPO. Pero hindi po siya call center, more on logistics siya, more on shipment siya. But way back 2019, nung na-hire ako noon, at the same time, nung 2021, so after 2 years of that, is 2021, doon ko po na-discover si Axie Infinity nga, which is, again, ay full-time employee pa rin ako at that time. So, nasa-swipe lang ako, nakita ko si Kuko Crypto, which is he's more into creating ng mga content about Axie Infinity. So, at first, hindi ko pa siya pinaniniwalaan. Same sa karamihan ng mga tao diyan, 'di ba? Iniisip nila pag Web3, blockchain or crypto, iniisip nila agad 'di ba na parang scam 'yan, 'di ba? Meron ba talagang chance na kumita diyan? So, hindi ko siya pinansin at first, and then nung mga way back 2021 din siya, mga few months after that, is tinry ko, wala kasi na mawawala. I transition from playing Web 2 games, ayan, sa mga nakapaglaro po ng Life After. And kasi more onto survival games kasi ako, no, na mga games, yung mga zombie-zombie, di ba, yung mga habol-habulan, di ba? So, ganun yung mga type of games na nilalaro ko. And then, Lahat 'yun is, um, um, in-install ko. I remove them, yung time ko for the Web2 games. So, I transition into Web3 gaming talaga. So, I did a research more about Axie Infinity, sa mga other games about, yan, yung Crypto Blades. Ayun, kung naabutan po natin yung Crypto Blades. So, ganun. At the same time, I was a normal community member po ni YGG kasi ng mga panahon na yon. Tapos, nakikigulo lang ako dyan, nakikimekos-mekos lang ako sa community, mga events ni YGG, and sumasali lang sa mga events. And then, naging part ako ng moderators ng YGG Pilipinas. So actually, this was also the born or the birth of the Marshals po natin, which is yun nga yung sa Marshall program po natin under the Metaversity, which is naging elite moderator ako, which tinatawag po namin sa kanila is Sentinels. Ayan, so elite Sentinels to becoming lead Sentinels po or the lead moderator ng YDG Pilipinas, and then nagkaroon akong opportunity to become part of the team as a product associate at the time, and then wala pang siguro mga 6 months pa lang, or less than 6 months is naging community manager na po ako agad. So, ganun po kabilis yung growth na pinoprovide po ni YDG Pilipinas sa mga members niya. Kasi kapag na-absorb ka ng team ni YDG Pilipinas or ng YDG is hindi ka lang niya patatrabuhin dyan. Kumbaga, bibigyan kanya rin niya ng platform to learn more about different kinds of things on the space.
Thank you so much for that. Also, maybe to dive a little bit deeper, could you explain what number one, or can you give us some steps on how to become a moderator? Because you said first of all you were just participating in
Yeah.
I think the discords and everything, no? So, could you give us like number one, maybe some steps on how to become a moderator, and also could you explain a little bit more what is a moderator, what you guys do, for the audience?
Yeah. So for on the side ng moderators, this also applies for everyone naman. Aside dun sa mga syempre mga nag-hire ng mga expert na mga moderators, no. But on the community side, no, ng mga community natin is consistency and activeness lang po yung kailangan natin by contributing of course doon sa mga questions ng mga beginners natin, ng mga different peoples on the server or community, no. So ikaw mismo kumbaga yung mag-guide sa kanila, and ikaw din yung magmo-moderate, no, doon sa mga community members na yon, no. Kung for example, kung may something offensive na binato yung isang community member, how can you resolve it? How can you help to resolve those kind of things, no? Syempre, of course, through DMs muna, kakausapin mo muna ganun yung mga tao, yung kung bakit ganun siya, bakit ganyan. So, something like that. So, basically, more on activeness, consistency on contributing to the community. Ayun po yung main role or goal ng pagiging isang moderator.
Could you walk us through the steps on how to become a moderator? You mentioned being very active in in the community. Maybe there are other steps that people can follow.
Actually actually, yun lang po talaga yung pinaka-key, eh, yung pinaka-key steps, 'no, to becoming a moderator. Become an active, 'no, show up, 'no, tinatawag namin siya bida-bida, pero bida-bida not in a bad way but in a good way, 'no. Kasi siyempre shino-showcase mo yung sarili mo, you're contributing to the community, you're giving them advice, you're guiding them to how-tos, 'no. So dito kasi, yung team kasi dito kasi, even from other projects or ano, no, community, no, diyan sila kasi na nahuhook, no, na kapag active ka, you're voluntarily contributing to their community, no. So yun yung pinaka key po talaga, key step to becoming a moderator. So pero on the side kasi ng, if you're gonna ask me about how can you step by step in terms with moderating talaga, yung paano ma-absorb as moderator, which is on the expert side, no, na may iba kasi nag-hire, eh. May mga iba nag-hire ng moderators aside doon sa side ng community ni YDG, which is more on community based talaga siya. Kumukuha talaga siya ng mga candidates, no, doon sa mismong community talaga na nakakatulong. So, again, activeness and consistency in contributing lang po talaga. Yan po yung pinaka-key steps talaga na mabibigay ko po sa inyo.
Okay, our next question is maybe about the evolution of YGG. Since you joined until right now, what you guys are doing with YGG Play Summit and everything, how was YGG like when you joined? Actually, can you give us a little bit of an explanation? What is YGG for you? And then can you walk us through how it was when you joined until what it's doing right now?
And si YGG kasi or the Yale Games is actually nung nag-join ako siya more into Web3 gaming talaga siya no. So opportunity in terms with earning of course given since nasa Web3 space tayo, nasa blockchain tayo, 'di ba? So started way back 2021 to 2024 no. And actually si YGG po no also have different branches from different countries such as si YGG Vietnam, to YG China, and then we have of course the YG Pilipinas. So mas marami talagang mga Filipino. Kung kahit pumunta po kayo sa ibang servers natin sa mga different YGG servers po natin, Filipino po talaga una niyong makikita doon no na nagdi-dwell sa mga chats. And so si YGG is again more into Web3 gaming, providing opportunities to earn, just through playing games, 'di ba? So aside from those is nung 2020 which is this year lang yun, no. Kaka-launch na kasi namin nung Metaverse Filipino Workers o the MFW movement, no. So more on focusing sa mga OFWs natin, sa mga students po natin, sa mga freelancers natin, sa mga moms po natin, 'di ba? So lahat na any kinds of mga people no na nagdo-dual in terms with the digital, may access sila sa digital is nagkakaroon sila ng opportunity no na makapag-earn, to skill growth no. So mas ma-enhance nila yung mga skills nila. Syempre of course sa mga different programs that we have on the side naman po ni Metaversity no. And at the same time is yung mga opportunities na pwede rin makuha of course ng mga different communities through of course sa ating mga events katulad ni YG Play Summit, nila MFW Caravan. So hindi lang nag enjoy basically yung ating mga communities no attending the or by being part of the YGG, but also they can learn from it, no opportunity for especially on the side ng mga students po natin na syempre we want them to become career future ready no after they graduated from college, 'di ba? 'Di ba? So at least alam na po nila yung mga need nilang malaman. Like for example, for the marketing. So we all know naman na sa marketing side is madaming I mean, hindi nawawala yung marketing, 'di ba? Sa kahit ibang company yung mga projects yan, no. How can you market a program? How can you market a product? How can you market specific things no paano mo siya ibebenta sa isang tao. So yun yung mga sample, mga generic na mga skills that we teaching our students no pati sa community po natin no in terms with how can they become career ready or how can they enhance or to become magkaroon ng more skills in terms on the space. So basically 2021 to 2024 more into web3 gaming and earning, but for the 2025 it will be more on opportunities for skill building and growth skill, and syempre hindi pa rin mawala yung earning and other things from YGG.
It's a really interesting shift, no? And of course, I met you during the shift, during one of your events earlier here in Davao City, the Metaverse Filipino Worker. That's where I met you, and I learned more about what you guys do there, which is focusing more on education. So, really interesting stuff. I think the next question would be about the YGG Play Summit itself, because although you're pivoting into, not really pivoting, but expanding into education, I understand that the YGG Play Summit was still about games very much. Could you explain the event in a nutshell, and how it went down? Maybe what are some of your favorite parts of the event?
Got it. CYDG Play Summit actually this year is more on focusing into the skill district, which is the skill district is under the Metaversity. So more on the learning path po talaga, no. So siya po yung pinakabida, syempre in align with the new movement natin, which is yung ngayong MFW. So hindi lang talaga siya into gaming, just gaming, tournament, show matches are all there. So hindi naman talaga mawawala siya kasi naman talaga yung birth program ni YGG, no. So but for this years kasi with the launch of the Metaverse Filipino Workers, we're more on focusing providing opportunities, kaya nagkaroon po tayo ng mga different sets of workshops, vibe codings, mga Metaversity interaction for the leaders. Ayan, actually nagkaroon din po tayo ng leaders workshop no with Sir Gabby Dizon, and co-lead po natin for the YGG itself po, no. So Actually, um, ang pinaka-the best 'no, pinaka-highlight siguro for ano, on the side of this is yung nabanggit ko po kanina, yung mga side events po natin on the side ng workshops. Kasi, nung day 2 po ng event natin, which is, on November 20, we have this workshop called the AI-powered game creation with, Verse 8, which is yung mga students natin will have the opportunity to create their own games kahit hindi po sila marunong mag-code or mag-program 'no. Kayang-kaya po nilang makapag-create ng sarili nilang, games on the spot, make their ideas come to life even though, yun nga, hindi sila kagalingan sa mga coding or programming 'no. At least they have the chance to make yung mga ideas nila 'no, into life. And then aside from that is we also have yung from strategy to storytelling, building career in marketing, which is, yun nga, for our Templars, ayan, sa mga marketers po natin, which is, I think this is one of the best topics that we have during that time. Kasi dito po, diniscuss natin how marketers shape yung culture, drive growth, and craft stories that connect brands to people and opening doors to roles in brand management, content creation, product management, and of course yung mga growth strategy natin. And this workshops are made really make me really proud kasi nga yung mga students natin weren't just there to attend the YG Play Summit, not just there to get free merches that we have na YG Play Summit, not just to get the rewards, but they also will have the opportunity to get yung mga learning na pwede nilang maiuwi no na pag-uwi nila for after the event.
The next question I have is, I think, a little bit more personal because we all know the effect of AI on jobs, like even traditional online jobs, quote unquote. Online jobs by itself, they're not really that traditional, but with the introduction of AI, they have become even more untraditional. And of course, there's a lot of talks about displacements. There's a lot of talks about losing jobs to AI and everything. So I would just love your personal thoughts on the future of work, especially with AI in the picture.
Yeah, on the side kasi ng AI 'no, so medyo controversial talaga yung how AI works 'no, for some people. Kasi 'di ba, for example sa arts 'di ba, so kasi si AI kaya niya din mag-create ng sarili niyang arts 'no, through prompting lang 'no, through correct prompting. Which is actually kasi meron din po kaming newly released na crash courses in relate with AI, ayan. So, which is under po siya ng future of work natin under the YGG, global po 'no. But for me 'no, the main thing siguro sa'kin for me is AI will not replace people, but they will replace those people who don't use it. So yun yung pinaka hook term for me talaga eh. Kasi since ang growth ng tech kasi 'di ba, yung mga emerging tech natin is doon po talaga siya papunta no sa AI level po talaga siya no. Making all jobs natin more easy no. Pero not not displacing of course yung mga na mga personal skills that we have no. So more on take AI as a support only or a guide pero not 100% na doon po talaga magre-rely yung ating mga community or mga students natin into AI. Actually may mga nakausap nga po ako sa side ng mga school org since I'm part of the school org outreach for our students, which is may nakausap ako dun sa professor no, how can they dealt with AI? Yung mga students na gumagamit o nagpapasa ng mga projects using AI. So sa mga thesis, 'di ba, sa mga defense po nila. So sabi niya is actually kayang-kaya naman po ng isang tao na identify if yung pinasa pong projects is AI, ano po siya, ginamit po siya ng AI or humanized po siya. So which is on the side ng ano no, kung hindi siya kayang i-justify ng some students no how they came up with the for example on the thesis or their projects no, how they created that even though using the AI no is that's 100% using AI but not using their own set of skills na meron sila no. Kasi um again, the purpose of the AI is to support and guide but not to replace yung ginagawa natin.
Thanks for that clarification and also sharing your stance when it comes to AI. I think the next question I have is maybe a little bit more about the metaversity as a whole, because so a while ago you talked about YGG and its expansion into education as well, and YGG is doing that through the metaversity. So could you talk a little bit more about what is the Metaversity and what do you guys do?
Okay, so si Metaversity actually is the ultimate learning playground, no, ni YGG, no, for us, MFWs, mga Metaverse Filipino workers. So anyone dealt with, ano, no, with the tech or the digital careers or jobs, no, or yung mga gumagamit ng digital are all considered MFWs, no. And we're more targeting kasi yung on the side ng MFWs, no, and of course the Metaversity is we're more targeting yung mga OFWs po natin. So, mga gamers po natin, yung mga moms po natin, and freelancer. And of course, again, di mawala dyan, of course, yung ating mga students, no? Kasi they have the opportunity to learn more additional, no? From what they have, the same time making their passions, no, on their side ng gaming natin into profit. And on the side naman po natin mga students, we make them career future ready kasi sila yung mga future ano natin mga builders po natin on the web3 side, no. So sila yung mga nagki-create ng mga games po natin in the future, no, potentially. So through of course yung mga series of programs po natin with the Metaversity, ayan, we have the crash courses. So sa crash courses, we have a set of this is our set of free on-demand courses na to help our students quickly master marketing, productivity, and their leadership skills, which open up opportunities on terms on the Web3 gaming, AI, of course, on the other side ng emerging tech fields po natin that we currently have now. So aside from the crash courses, no, kasi si crash courses po is more on like, para po siyang si Udemy, no, in a sense, no, na taking free courses, no, 3 to 7 minutes videos, and then taking mga quizzes after viewing the videos, no, in terms with the three set of skill trees I mentioned earlier, no. So basically crash courses is the first initial step in terms with ano, no, engaging or becoming, if you want to be part of the MFWs, no, through the Metaversity. And next part will be the Marshall program. So sa Marshall program naman po dito is this is the 8-week program po under the of course the Metaversity pa din, no. So technically 3 months po siya, no, and then one time class lang siya per week. And then um tinuturo po namin dito yung in-depth discussion information or details about what being talked about the crash courses and sa productivity, leadership and management, and sa mga content creation po natin. Kasi on the Marshall program, we had different sets of tracks, no. So an example of this is the Sentinels, which is I am where I came from, no. So Sentinels are not just moderators po, so they are community builders po. So the heart of these people are on the community. Yan yung ating mga sentinels. So they are community managers, community leaders, community builders, community moderators. Ayan. So sila po 'yon, no. So sila yung nagga-guide sa community natin. And we have the game agents naman. So for the game agents, these are the game researchers. So sila yung mga game testers po natin. And again, YGG is into Web3 gaming po, no. As I said, I mentioned kanina. So the game agents role on part is sila po yung mga nagte-test na mga games na before i-release ng YGG yung mga games nila publicly, no, kung ano ba yung pinaka-effective, ano ba yung pinaka-magandang games for the community. And then next naman po is we have our Templars. Again, Templars is our marketers po. So sila yung nagma-market ng mga products po natin, mga programs po ni Metaversity, ni YGG or ni YGG Pilipinas. And actually, sila din po yung, kung nakikita nyo pong mga posters, mga postings po natin from the YG page of the Metaversity, actually, this was all created by our Templar Marshals po natin, no? And at the same time, sila din po, ayan yung mga napapanood po natin ng mga stream, ayan, mga stream layouts po natin, sila din po ang nagpo-produce nun, sila din po ang nagki-create, no, paano ba nag-execute, no, yung streaming natin or yung broadcasting po natin on that. And syempre of course, all of these are guided by our team, no, yung mga leads po natin for each different departments po natin. And of course, di po mawala yung ating mga stellars. So for the stellars po natin, actually these are the storytellers. So what I mean by that is sila po yung mga content creators po natin. So sila yung mga future parang artistahin po natin, no, on the space. And then sila din po yung ating mga public speakers, yung mga hosts po natin, siya mga shoutcasters, especially on the YG Play Summit, no, from the last year. Actually nag-showcase po kami ng isang marshals, no, from the stellars which is si Bibs, no? So, siya actually nag-shoutcast on that. And then si Manchis, if ever kilala niyo po si Manchis, siya po yung naging ano po namin, naging host po namin palagi, no? Sa mga events natin, Mafa Road Trip, MFW Caravan, or the YG Play Summit, no? So, hindi po mawawala si Manchis. And then, of course, aside from the Marshall program, we also have kasi sa Metaversity, yung newly launched namin. This year lang din po siya, no? Kung sa Marshall program po, tinuturuan natin yung mga community members po natin or yung mga students po natin. Ngayon naman po, sa leaders program po namin, ayan, is ang tinuturuan po namin yung mga existing leaders that we have on YGG. Ayan, pati na po, of course, aside ng mga students, sa mga school and orgs na mga partner din po tayo, of course, is tinuturuan po namin yung mga leaders how can they improve, no, or how can they give have more experiences in terms with the leadership, no, in terms with on leading their community or yung mga ayan sa especially the side ng mga school orgs, 'di ba? May mga orgs po 'yan, meron silang mga members diyan, mga officers diyan. So mostly mga tinatap namin doon is mga leaders, no. How can they effectively lead those mga students, no, effectively. And then actually, aside from this one is meron po kami, if kilala niyo po si Stewie Builders Program. Ayan, kung if ever familiar po kayo with that, is newly launched din po siya, which is nilaunch po namin siya sa Palawan, which is yung mga students po natin, yung mga community po natin on the side ng Palawan po na nag-participate dito po sa ating program have learned, no, how to start their journey in terms on creating or building their games or mga applications po, no, on the Web3. So basically, these mga participants po natin, actually we call them the next builders of the Web3 world. And we're actually planning to continuously, of course, do the Swivelers program more on different locations, no, different places po natin sa Philippines, no, aside from the Palawan. But at as started, no, so sa Palawan yung naging namin, parang pioneering location, no, in terms with the Swivelers program. Actually, so basically yun po yung two program that newly launched this year, no, aside kay Crash Courses and Marshall program from the last year. But for this year, we have the Leaders program and then we have the SUI Builders program. So basically, so kung mapapansin niyo po sa Metaversity is more on providing po talaga ng upskilling talaga. More on the growth po talaga siya on the side, no. Hindi lang po limited onto the students but also on the side po ng mga community members po ni YGG and ni YDG Pilipinas.
Thanks so much for sharing about those programs. Now, I hope SUI PH does have budget for that though. But anyway, we're also happy that there are platforms like, of course, Metaversity that's providing education to the people. I think the next question we have is more about the community side because that's something that you are very experienced in. So I think the next question we have is how do you build a successful community that is designed to scale? Because that's what YGG does quite well. Ever since before, YGG has been known for its communities when it comes to gaming, and now you're trying to build communities when it comes to education as well. I would presume. Could you tell us a little bit more about like maybe the steps to success when it comes to community building?
Yeah. So for community building kasi, no, so actually dapat kasi nagmi-meet kasi yung parang 50-50, no, on the side ng from the YGG team into the 50% on the side po ng community members po natin, no. Dapat nagmi-meet siya halfway, no. Hindi lang pwede na for example, meron tayong mga events, mga tasks or mga programs that we have. So hindi lang dapat na nakikinabang dito is yung sa team but also on the overall itself po, no, sa 50-50, no, in terms kung may mga suggestions, mga concerns from the community, we always listen to them first, no. So we validate them and then of course we integrate those mga good suggestions that they have, no. And then aside from that is of course sa mga siguro mga events po natin, ayan, syempre ang binibitan natin of course yung mga communities po natin, no, kasi if no, usually yung mga mga shoutouts po natin, 'di ba? Yung mga mentioning po natin during the events, 'di ba? Kasi yun yung time na once yung tao na to is na-recognize na meron silang, I mean, they are being known or visible sila, no, sa team, no, or sa community, no. They feel proud of themselves, no. parang na ano sila na, nakikita pala ako ng lead na to. So parang mas gusto ko pang mag-engage. So parang dun po pumapasok yung consistency kasi no ng mga engagement no from the community. On the other side naman po kasi sa mga marshals kasi natin, ayan, kasi I'm also leading kasi yung mga marshals po natin no, from the martial program graduates natin, which is same atake din po no. We always acknowledge them. We always acknowledge what they do on the community, no? Kasi yun yung ano eh, parang if you tell them na you're doing good, no, in terms with siguro answering, providing support on the side ng ticketing, 'di ba? You always validate yung mga concerns ng ating community, no? So, doon kasi no, doon kasi na nawawala yung mga turn-offs natin, no? So, mga turn-ups natin from the community, no, from leaving the community ni YGG, no. So meron basically talaga si YGG Pilipinas kasi may community team kami on the side ng YGG Pilipinas, no. So we are more on the side of we are more putting our ano no ourselves no on the no na sa katayuan ng community. How can they feel if we launch something, a project or a program or an event like this, no, paano nila iti-take yon? Syempre of course we always prioritize what they want to expect, no, or what they really want to see on a specific project or program, no, kasi sila din yung makikinabang at the same time, no. So more on 50-50%. So that's what I can say. 50% validation in terms with on the team's suggestion, concerns, and then the on the side ng community po natin. So through that magkakaroon po tayo ng mga consistency, of course, without turn-ups na sa mga community members po natin. Kaya kung napapansin po natin, hindi po nawawala yung engagement ni YGG, no, way back from 2021, 2022 hanggang up till now 2025, no, hindi pa rin kahit nag-bear market na lahat, pumula lahat ng market, hindi pa rin po nawala yung mga engagement po natin sa YGG. Ayan. So YGG never stop ano no building mga projects, mga tasks no for our communities.
These were very in studios. Supremo, thank you so much for your time. Before you go, do you want to share anything about what people can expect next year?
And of course, so on the side kasi ng Metaversity, no, we really want you guys to expect more opportunities, especially on the side po ng mga students po natin, no, which yung mga projects or mga programs po nito will surely 100% will help them to build their skills, no, early. So they are ready for digital workspace and any industry they want to enter. And our goal naman sa Metaversity, of course, is to empower more Filipinos now with real skills, real communities, and real pathways to success. But on the side ng YG Pilipinas, since I'm also part of the YG Pilipinas, so medyo 50% on the Metaversity ng YG Pilipinas, no? For the YG Pilipinas, all I can say is expect more engagement in terms with questing po natin. So again, kahit pumula po ang market, kahit wala pa si Bitcoin, 'di ba? Or yung mga cryptocurrencies po natin, no, is nandiyan pa rin po si YGG, no, providing ano no, engagement po sa ating community. And of course, yung ating newly launched na platform po natin si ARC. ARC questing po natin. So actually, if ever yung link ipo-provide ko na lang kay Sir Uri if ever, no, at least mapakita din niya sa inyo guys, no, yung platform po na ginagamit na namin for our new questing program for the YDG Pilipinas. At the same time, on the side ng YDG Global.
Supremo, thank you so much for your time.